Emmanuel Community.
Welcome to Celebrate Aging. I'm Vicki Marthaler, your hostess today here at Emmanuel Community. And part of Emmanuel Community is the Madison Apartments. And in the Madison Apartments, we have a wonderful resident named Marion Ullman. And we're going to visit with her today. We've been watching on the TV about the First National Bank building. They tore that building down, and we were visiting, and you said you'd worked there for a number of years.
Right, yeah.
How many years was that?
35 years.
That is a long time to be working at one place. So did you just do one thing at the bank?
No, I did quite a few different things.
Tell me how you started there. How did you get a job at the bank?
Well, my dad banked there, and it was in 1947, and they were doing remodeling. They had purchased the northeast corner of the bank building, which Tom Carrier, who was a shoe person, he was in there, and then they had purchased that, and my dad was talking with Alden Pearson, and
he was the president? Who was Alden Pearson?
Alden Pearson was John Pearson's dad.
Okay.
But he was, I don't know what I think it said in the paper what his title was.
Okay.
But, and so my dad saw that they were kind of remodeling there, and he asked if there was a chance they needed any extra help. And so Alden told me to come in, and I didn't even have to fill out an application form or anything.
Well, so how old were you?
I was just 17. I just turned 18 about 2 weeks after I had been there.
So you graduated from high school?
Yes, in 47, yes.
Okay.
And I kind of always laugh because, like, I had my 18th birthday about after I'd been there about 2 weeks, and they informed me that we had to bring a cake and share with everybody on our birthday.
Oh, the things you find out.
Yeah.
So did you bake the cake or your mom?
My mom, but she spoiled them. She started baking pies. So they expected pies every November. So.
Ooh, well, you know what? I think that's pretty smart of them.
Yeah.
So do you have a favorite pie yourself?
Oh, it used to be cherry, I guess I'd have to say. But
okay. So you came to work at the bank. After 2 weeks, you had to bring cakes and things to celebrate your birthday anyway.
Yes, right. And but they were very good there. I mean, the people were very cordial and everything, you know.
Now, I suppose there was a lot of pencil and paper. There weren't any computers really in 1947.
No.
So you saw some changes in the bank.
Sure did, yeah.
So how many, did you always serve as a teller, or you were an account? What were you? Tell me your job.
I started out as a bookkeeper.
Okay.
Running like they mentioned in the paper about the Burroughs machines.
Oh, yeah, with all the keys on them.
Full keyboard on it, yeah. And we had what we called a ledger and a statement. And they had two different people would post those every day. And then see, they had to balance, of course.
Of course.
Yeah.
So you got on-the-job training.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So is that the only position you held?
No, then one time, I don't remember when it was, but Donna Bickle had come there to work too when she graduated in 51. And she was, at that time, I was running what they called a posting machine.
Okay.
IBM, it was.
Ooh, big stuff.
Big. And so you took all the deposits and stuff that the tellers took in that day and run them through to prove them that they were correct. And
all right. You had to be very accurate.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Well, you must have been pretty good at your job if you continued to work there for 35 years.
Yeah. I worked there between, I took off for a couple of years when each of my children were born.
Okay.
And then I would come back, and
Okay.
sometimes in between there I would be working when somebody was on vacation too.
Wonderful. So you have some good memories from the First National Bank.
Yes, yeah.
Now you also mentioned another fun job you had. This was before the bank, probably when
That
you were...
summer, yeah.
Yes. Tell me about that, because I didn't even know this place existed.
It was called Gundy's Drive-In down across from the golf course.
On Highway 59? The golf course,
Well, yeah,
the country
yeah.
club golf course?
Yes.
Okay.
And it's I think that building where they have where they go and check in, not way up by the country club, but the building there by the driving
pro shop
range.
yeah. Oh yeah, by the driving range.
Right,
Okay.
by the driving range. I think that was the original building that was what
Gundy's.
Cliff Gunderson built.
Cliff Gunderson built it, and so it was like a drive-in.
Drive-in, yeah. And I was a car hop.
So did you have to wear a uniform?
No, we didn't have uniforms.
Did you have roller skates?
No.
I always think those girls have to be really talented to
Yeah.
deliver food with skates. But you would bring the food then to the car.
Go out to and take their order and
Okay.
then come in and give the order. Cliff usually did all the frying and everything.
Okay.
And he purchased and we cut up our own chickens. That's what they were.
Really?
That's what they were
Famous for.
famous for, yeah. It was called Chicken in a Basket every Sunday. Well, we had it during the week too, but we had hamburgers, cheeseburgers, hot dogs, and malted milks. And
Wow. So it was obviously just a summer position.
yes, right.
But so did they have like the trays that clipped
Yeah,
on the car?
right.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. So that must have been there for how many years do you think?
Well, that was built in '47 then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I had not heard about Gundy's, so I
It
missed
was-
out. I missed out.
It was the only one in the country besides the one in town here was,
I know there was an A&W at one time.
no, but this
that
was
was much
before
later.
A&W.
Before A&W.
I'm trying to think if it was the original Red Hen or not, if that's where it was at.
Sure.
It was a lady that owned it, I can remember that.
Well, you know what? There's going to be people thinking now, and they're going to know the answer, and they're going to be calling, I know what it is, Marion. Now, you have ties to Emmanuel because when it was first built, your husband was in the maintenance.
Yes.
He headed up the maintenance department,
Yes,
right?
when it opened up in '64, yeah.
Wow.
He was given the job and the title of custodial engineer.
Ooh, that sounds good. That sounds good.
Yeah, so that was in '64, and he worked here till in '77 when he passed away.
Oh, well, I'm sorry about that. But you've got a lot of good memories, and that's what we should be doing, is writing down these good memories and making sure that things aren't lost like Gundy's. You
Yeah.
know, I would have never known about that until you mentioned it. So this is important. If you've got good memories like this, write them down, and if you can help Marion about the drive-in in Detroit Lakes, we'll see if it was the original Red Hen or not. But this is Vicki at Emmanuel, wishing you the best day ever and the most blessed of memories.